Now this is an active high pass filter. Okay, previous one was low pass filter. We have seen this is active high pass filter. Okay, in active high pass filter only the capacitor and resistor value the capacitor and resistor the connection will change. Okay, before it was capacitor was actually in the this parallel connection for low pass filter, but now for the high pass filter what we are just interchanging the position. Okay, this is a low pass filter. Low pass filter, you can see capacitor is parallel and resistor is in series. Now for our current high pass filter practical, capacitor is actually connected in series and resistor is connected into parallel connection. Okay, now the relation of the relation of XC versus frequency is not going to change. Relation of XC versus frequency is going to be the same. XC is inversely proportional to F. So what is going to happen is, when you have higher frequency, it will be offering low reactance. Okay, low reactance. So higher frequency will easily pass. And when you have low frequency, okay, the XC is inversely proportional to F. So when you have low frequency, your XC will be high. And that voltage will be dissipated in this RC network. Okay, so that low frequency will not be allowed to pass. High frequency will be allowed to pass. How it is passed? Again, as XC is inversely proportional to F, by this XC is equals to 1 by j omega c is equals to 2 pi F. So XC is equals to 1 by j 2 pi F. If we take this all constants, and XC will be inversely proportional to F. Right? So if you have low frequency as inversely proportional XC, so it will have high reactance, so low frequency signal will not pass. It will be grounded or dissipated by this resistor. When you have high frequency, so XC is inversely proportional, you have very low reactance, so high frequency will all be passing through this connection, and it will be going to terminal number 3. Okay, let me show you the circuit connection again. This is all what I have connected to 12 power supply. Okay, this you can see I have connected capacitor to the circuit from this point to this point. Then you can see a resistor is there from this point to this point, from this point to this point. Okay, this is the resistor, and this is the input connection. It's connected to AFO. Okay, this is AFO. Audio frequency oscillator or signal generator, and the output is connected to CRO through this channel. Okay, output is connected to CRO. Now the moment I will switch on the circuit, you will be able to see the waveforms. Okay, you will be able to see the waveforms. Now again I have set 1 volt. Remember, 1 volt is actually I have set very high. You can set 0.1 volt also. Okay, but 1 volt I have set so that easily we will be able to see the difference between the signal. Okay, now you will see that the frequency is 449 hertz. Okay, and the output we are getting peak to peak of 8.24 volt. Okay, the gain over here, op-amp is also used in non-inverting mode, so gain will be AV is equals to 1 plus RF by R1. So RF is this and R1 is 1K and RF is 10K. So the total gain will be 1 plus RF by R1 will be equals to 11. Okay, gain will be 11. So for very good response, the output has to be 11 volt. Okay, this peak to peak has to be 11 volt. Okay, now what I will do is I will reduce the frequency. You can see reducing the frequency is actually reducing the voltage of the signal. You can see the voltage has reduced to 4 and voltage has reduced to almost 2 volt, and for lowest frequency 37 hertz you can see the voltage is 1.4 volt, 1.6 volt. Now I am increasing the frequency. with the increase in the frequency, you will be able to see that the output voltage is increasing. You see, try to observe the peak to peak voltage. Okay, it's 4.88 volt, 4.96 volt now, and the frequency is 1152 hertz. I am increasing the frequency, you will be able to see the increase in the voltage of the signal. Okay, yes, the voltage is increasing 8.40, 8.56, 8.64, 56, 72, 64, 8.72. With the increase in the frequency, voltage is increasing. Okay, you can see, yes, the voltage has reached to 10 volt. You see, the voltage has reached to 10 volt, okay, which is our requirement because the gain is 11. Still we have just reached to 1 kilohertz or near about 998 kilohertz. Let us increase the frequency more. Okay, it is almost 2 kilohertz and the voltage is 11, complete perfect voltage. Okay, so this is the data of high pass filter. Okay, this is the frequency, here is the frequency 20 hertz to we have 550k hertz, and this is the output voltage. You can see as we increase the frequency for high pass filter, as we increase the frequency, you can see it will be having increase in the output voltage. Okay, increase in the output voltage. Okay, this is nothing but in dB, converted to dB, increase in the output voltage. Okay, so this is the high pass cutoff frequency from HFC from graph. So these are the readings. You can see it is going on increasing and now it's going on stable. Okay, you can see the graph. The graph is over here. This is the high pass frequency graph. You can see as we increase the frequency, it's going on increase and it will give us the stable output for higher frequencies. Okay, so this is for high pass filter.